All right, so we'll be starting in 1 more minute. Okay, and we will be doing a bit of the last week's worksheet first. All right, worksheet 26. I didn't manage to finish ratio and rate. Let's complete it. Okay, the time now is 5:30, 5:30, 5:30. Let's begin lesson. All right, sorry, I get excited when it's lesson time. All right, you should be, right? Going to school should be a exciting activity every day. All right, must go to school with a very positive mindset. Then that's how you learn new things, right? And that's how you enjoy what you are doing. All right, because as student now, right, all you got to do is to what? Is to really just focus on your own studies and to make new friends. All right, so focus on that, and that is good enough. All right, your parents will be very happy already. Okay, and of course, be obedient, right? Be nice to them. Don't have to everyday shout at them. Hey, don't nag at me lah. I don't want you to nag lah. Oh, sorry. Yo, exam next week. Sorry, I talk too much. All right. So again, right, we also have some WA preparation, but this time round our WA preparation, I don't think it coincide with your WA side. All right. So I think the next couple of lessons, then we'll have the WA practice. Right. So for now, right, Sai, if you want to practice a little bit more, you can actually go to the e-learning portion and you can click on the assessment. All right. You can generate a worksheet. Choose the topics that will be coming out for your test. All right. Generate a worksheet. All right. And you can actually do the practice. The answers, the solution are actually down there. Right. So you must try to make use of the system. Must try to make use of the system more. Understand or not? Okay? Okay, come. Anyway, let's go into today's work. So today, right, we'll be talking a little bit about last week's work. All right, it's mainly on ratio and rate also. So down here, what do you see? This type of question, right, usually appears in the where? It usually appears in the, what's that called? In my ruler missing. Ah! Oh no. Oh, there, here. All right, sorry. This type of question usually appears in the real numbers, all right, because they talk about negative number, and it also appears in the what's this called? Rate portion. Can? So let's take a look at this question. In a particular island, the temperature is -6 degrees Celsius at 4 o'clock, and the temperature rises at a steady rate and reaches 34.5 degrees Celsius at 1 o'clock. So down here, I like to draw a thermometer. So my thermometer is from bottom to up. All right, that's how my thermometer looks like. So where's the -6? I just put it in down here. For example, this is -6 degrees Celsius. Right, -6 degrees Celsius. I always draw in my 0 because I think it's very useful to have the 0 down there. All right, it gives me an idea where it is. Next, 34.5 is up here. So can you see now? I purposely draw in my own thermometer line. All right. All right, and I bring in my timing. What's my timing? What's my timing? 4 o'clock at -6 degrees Celsius, right? So this is at 4 o'clock, 0400. All right, and 34.5 degree is at 1 p.m. This is at 1 p.m. You see? So here comes the question. The question is looking for something called the differences. What's the meaning of difference? Difference actually means the gap. Means you have to take what? The big number minus the small number. Right? You must take the big number minus the small number. Can? So they are looking for the difference in temperature between 4 o'clock and 1 o'clock, which is -6 and 34.5. So you bring in the number. The big number is obviously 34.5. And the small number is a -6. Right? So you put it in a bracket like that. Can? So the negative, right, the minus, right, is actually down here. Can you see the color? So the minus and the negative is two different things here. So what do? You have to press your calculator. Right, press 34.5 minus -6, and your answer will be a 40.5 degrees Celsius. Yeah. All right, so this will be a 40.5. Can you see that? So you're actually looking for the gap in between from here to here. So the gap down here is actually 40.5 degrees. Can you see that? All right, so from 34.5 to 0 is 34.5. 0 to 6 is a 6, right? So 6 plus 34.5 is 40.5. The gap is 40.5, is correct. All right, so that's the meaning. All right, that's the meaning of looking for the gap. Can? Okay, digest a little bit. Okay, come. So find the rate at which the temperature rises. All right. is it true that the temperature rises? Obviously, -6 to 34.5, it rises, right? It goes up. It goes up at what kind of rate? All right. And the clue give you is degree Celsius per hour, per hour. Right, so I did tell you before, the meaning of per hour means what? Per hour, per means in 1 hour. So hourly, all right, in 1 hour, how many degrees Celsius did it goes up? So of course we have to measure fairly lah. All right, the red line is between 4 o'clock to 1300, right? The purple line also, what is the hour down here? Count. Don't count 4 o'clock, count 5 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9 hours. So the time down here is 9 hours. Can you see not? So in 9 hours, what happened? In 9 hours, the temperature increased by 40.5. Right, so I down here, right? In 9 hours, what happened? The temperature increase goes up by 40.5 degrees Celsius. Can you see not? How about in 1 hour leh? Because the question is looking for per hour, what? So the temperature will go up by how much? Can you see? So 9, how do I get to 1? 9, how do I get to 1? 9 divide by 9 to give you a 1. What must you do down here? Divide by 9, no? Right, that's the beauty of rate. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side is perfect. So 40.5 divided by 9 will give you a drum roll. Woohoo! It will give you a 4.5. You get it? Right. So children, again, right, this worksheet is from last week's work. This worksheet is from last week's work. Last week I didn't manage to finish. All right. And today, right, this week we are actually going into something called a polygon angles. All right. So today will actually be a bit tight. Okay, we might not have time to do Kahoot. Okay, we try. Oh yeah, Faye, it's okay. I saw your message. It's okay, don't worry. All right. At least you try to try to plan your timetable. I mean, your schoolwork is a lot, I know. All right, at least I think you all got try lah. Oh, that's the first thing. All right, must at least try. Okay. Okay, but some of you didn't manage to do, it's okay, don't worry. Okay, your schoolwork is still the most important. Your schoolwork is still the most important, children. Okay, that's your number 1 priority. Okay. All right, so you're supposed to find the temperature at 10 o'clock. Where is 10 o'clock? So sometimes, right, you can aga. 10 o'clock will be where? At around 10 o'clock is 4 o'clock. 10 o'clock will be around maybe up here, you see not? All right, because the temperature goes up, right? Can you see? The time also down here. So the question is from 4 o'clock, right, to 10 o'clock. How many hours is that? What's the time? So you count again, children. 4. You don't count 4, I count 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 hours. Oh. All right, look at the red color, 6 hours. So in 6 hours, what happened? Children, in 6 hours, what happened? Look, in 6 hours, what happened? All right, the temperature will increase by what? Can you see not? So down here, right, you have to take note. From 1, how do you get to 6? It's a times 6, right? Down here, you also must times 6, no? Can you see the beauty of mathematics? So 4.5 times 6 will give you a 9, 18, 27. All right, it will give you a 27 degrees. Can you see not? Some of you, right? Some of you just write the answer as 27 degree. Sorry, it's like an alarm. All right, it's wrong. Why? Because it is supposed to increase by 27 degree. It's supposed to add on 27 degree. Look at your look at your starting point was at 4 o'clock, right? Just now your 4 o'clock starting point, you plus 6 hours, what? It becomes 10 o'clock. Your starting point is 4 o'clock. You plus 6 hours, it becomes 10 o'clock. So your starting point is -6. Right, your -6, your -6 degrees Celsius. Increase means plus 27 degrees Celsius. Can you see not? The starting point, 26 degrees Celsius. Increase means plus 27 degrees Celsius. All right, so you're looking for down here increase from here up to here. Can you see not, children? All right, it's supposed to add on plus a 27 degrees Celsius. From where? From -6. Can you see not? All right, then you have to press your calculator lah. Right, you have to press your calculator. What is -6 plus 27? And therefore, your answer will be 21 degrees Celsius. Cannot, children. You understand not? Right, so don't be too hasty to say that, I got the 27, it looks correct. All right, because 27, if you put down here, right, it really looks correct. Can you see that? It's between 0 and 34.5. It really looks correct. But it's not. Right? It's an increase of 27 means from -6 must plus the 27. Can I understand our children? Hello, Madam. Heidi, hello. Can I? Okay, so the increase, you have to plus from the where? The basic starting point, which is from -6 degrees Celsius. Because your time, you start at 4 o'clock, so what? Oh, so this one is very important, must know. Find the time when the temperature is 7.8 degrees Celsius. Oh, so the now the time is 7.8 degrees Celsius. Where is 7.8? So 7.8 means maybe down here lah. You see? Let's say that this is 7.8 degrees Celsius. All right, so the temperature increased by how much? From -6 to 7.8 lah. Right, it increased from -6 to 7.8. All right, it increased from -6 to 7.8. So what's the gap here? All right, you find the difference, which is 7.8 degrees Celsius minus -6. You're looking for the gap here. All right, so 7.8 is down here between 7.8 and 0. 0 and -6 is down here. So you are supposed to add up together because you're looking for the gap, what? Right? So 7.8 minus -6 will give you a 13.8. All right. So you're looking for what? You're looking for increase by 13.8 degrees Celsius. Right? Because down here started off with -6. Increase by 13.8 will give you 7.8. All right. So at -6 degrees Celsius is at 4 p.m. or 4 a.m. All right. So you must find how many hours it took. All right. So you go back to the rate down here. All right. We know that 1 hour, the temperature increased by 4.5 degrees Celsius. That is from part B. So if your part B is wrong, right, ayo, many parts of the question will be affected. So if I want to increase it by what? Down here, I want it to increase by 13.8 degrees Celsius. What should I do? You have to ask yourself, 4.5, how to get 13.8? You can press your calculator. Press 13.8 divided by 4.5. It's actually a 3 and 1 over 15. So down here is actually a times 3 and 1 over 15. All right, so 4.5 times 3 and 1 over 15 is 13.8. So down here, you also must times 3 and 1 over 15. So 1 times 3 and 1 over 15 is 3 and 1 over 15 hour. All right, the temperature will increase in 3 and 1 over 15 hour. Wow, some of you just what? Some of you just estimate 3 hours. Cannot. Then can just calculate 3 hours. How much temperature increase and minus from 34.5? Yes, smart. Heidi, smart. So I think Heidi was talking about question C. Hey, Heidi, clever. All right. So she's saying, okay, since I was working from 4 a.m., right, to find up to 10 a.m. So now she said, okay, she start at 1 o'clock. She worked downwards to find 10 a.m. So how many hours is that? 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 3 hours. Can you see now? This is 3 hours. All right. So the rate is 1 hour increased by 4.5, right? So in 3 hours, what happened? In 3 hours, all right, it's supposed to increase by what? Temperature supposed to increase by 3 times 4.5, which is equal to how much? 3 times 4.5 is equal to 13.5. 13.5 degrees Celsius. It's supposed to be increased by 13.5 degrees Celsius. But again, Heidi is starting from the top. Heidi says she wants to start from the top. Okay. So at 1 o'clock, it is 34.5. So you're actually decreasing down here. Can you see not? Decrease by 13.5. Decrease means what? Minus. You take 34.5 minus 13.5. Woohoo! Heidi, it's still 21 degrees Celsius. Good job. Right, so again, it depends on where your starting point is. You can start from the top because the gap is smaller. No problem. Go ahead. All right, but it's either a plus or minus. You have to see where you start. Right, if you're starting down here, right, you go upwards. All right, increase, you have to plus. But you're starting from on top, right, you're going downwards, you have to minus. Right, so I think that this temperature line is very useful. That's why I always draw it. Okay. All right, so in 3 and 1/15 hour, 3 and 1/15 hour is how many minutes? All right, it's actually 3 hours. And this 1 over 15, right, can be written as what? 1 over 15 is 1 over 15 hour times 60 minutes. Hour change to minute. And that will actually give you a what? That will actually give you a 4 minutes. Do you know that? Just press your calculator. So it's basically 3 hours and 4 minutes. 3 hours and